Okay, good morning. Anybody has completed previous task? Hello. Anybody has completed previous tasks that I have provided in previous lecture? Hello. Hello. Akhilesh Kute. Akhilesh Kute.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. My voice is clear.
Hello.
Hello. Now am I audible?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Hello. Now we will start our lecture. Whether anybody has completed that previous task, I have provided you three statements. Am I audible? Check whether my screen is visible so we can start. Okay. Now we will start. Uh, in previous lecture, we have covered two loops, two control loops. First one is a else if, and in that we have covered if else, simple if loop, else if ladder, and nested if. After that, we have covered for loop. For loop, we have seen simple for loop, for each or enhanced for loop, and third one is a labeled for loop. In label for loop, we have completed break statement also. Till we will cover that part again. So next loop is a switch loop. You have already used in C and CPP. So you know The syntax of switch loop, only we have to write it in the format of a Java. Now see, in Java, you can write switch statements by using data types byte, sort, integer, long, enum, etc. Okay, and for string, facility is also provided in Java, but that facility is provided Java 7 version onwards. Okay, so if you are using version below 7, then you cannot access that facility, but your version is 7 or after that, you can use the facility of a string data type. After that, sometimes you can use the wrapper types like a byte, sort, integer in your switch loop. In another word, the switch statement states the equality of variables against multiple values. Okay, so you can use switch statement or switch loop in your programs if you want to avoid. I will wait for 2 minutes. After that, I will not allow anybody in this lecture. Hello. Okay. So we will move towards next part. So first we will see its one example and then we will see remaining loops. Okay. So I will again repeat that process of how to set the path of a Java, because some students has told me we are unable to set it. So I will repeat that part. We have to go to C drive. I am setting here temporary path, not a permanent. Then Java JDK 1.7 B. We have to copy that path. Okay, I have copied it. Now you have to go to those folders whether you have created your examples. Okay, now see, I have created my example in this folder. So first I will open the command line. Then I will move towards that folder first. Okay, now here you have to set your path that we have copied from folder of a Java. Okay, and after that run your program. Okay, have you cleared this one? Yes, till anybody has doubt, then ask me. Okay, now we will move towards our example. Now see, I have taken here one simple example for switch loop. This is your main method. As we have seen in earlier examples, I have taken one integer variable, that is a number which carry 20. Okay, in today's lecture we will see how to take input from the user. Okay, so till now we will use the input through programs also. Okay, so whenever you will need to take values from user, you can take with the help of a system.io class. Okay, we will see in the today's lectures only. Okay, now see, I have used here switch loop. In switch loop, I have passed this integer value. Okay, as we have seen in that slide, we can use any type of a data type, but if you want to use string data type, then your version must be 1.7 or greater than that. I have taken first case. I will give some so you can understand it easily. Now see, in first case, I have provided here number as a 10. Okay, there is no necessity to follow the sequence only. Okay, this is the break loop. This is not a continuous part. Okay, you can use your own choice in these cases. So in first case, I have provided number 10. If that 10 match with given switch loop control, then you can find out these two values are the same, then this statement is get implemented. Now see here, number integer number having value as a 20, so it goes to this case, and if these two values are matched, then this statement will implement. Right now second case is matched with our given number, that's why second state is get implemented. Okay, and if your number is not matching to any of these cases, then default value is get implemented. And what we have written in default state, not in 10, 20 or 30. Okay, so this is the very simple example of a switch case. So we will run it. Whenever you want to implement if else or else if ladder, if that values are totally depend on the one value, means one variable value, then you can use the switch case. It will be very easy for you. Okay. Now see, I have already set the path. So whenever we will change the folder, at that time again you need to change set the path. Okay, so you have to remember one thing, whenever you will change your folder, you have to add set path process again. Okay, because whenever we are changing, we are removing our that set path. Okay, so now I will run this program. That program is get compiled over here, and after that we will interpret it. Okay, now see, our value is 20, that 20 matches to this given value, that's why answer is our 20, whatever we have written in this statement. Now suppose I will change this value, I will take it as a 10. First I will save this program because I have changed its values. After saving, again you have to compile it. Okay, you have to remember it, whenever you will make any change in your program, you have to always compile your program and then you have to execute it. Okay, first I have saved, now I am compiling it, and after that I am running it. Okay, now see, 10 values get printed because our number is having value as a 10, that matches with the first case, and its output is a 10. That's why first printing statement is get printed. Now check, I will provide here another value which is not present in our cases. Okay, our cases are 10, 20 and 30, and I have provided here number as a 40. Now check what will happen. First I will save this program. You can save by using here file save also. Okay, I am using Control S, that's why it is not showing to, that is it is save. Now again I will compile it, and again I will interpret it. Now check, our value of a number is a 40, that not present in our three cases, because all these three cases having value as a 10, 20 and 30. It means default value is get printed, and in default value we have written not in 10, 20 and 30. So this is a very simple example for the switch case. Okay, have you taken this program? It is very easy. Have you taken it? So today's task for you is that you have to use switch case and you have to do 4 basic operations of a mathematics, that is addition, multiplication, division, subtraction. If you are interested, you can take one more, that is a modulus. So total 5 operations are there. You have to take any values. You can take integer, double, no problem, float also. But you have to implement 5 cases with the help of a switch, and only 5 basic operations of a mathematics. Okay, I will give you 5 minutes, implement it and share that screen. All of you have to implement it at any cost. You can use online editor, because some of you have not having laptop or desktop, they can use the online editor. First 2 chapters we can implement through online editor, no problem. Okay, So I will call anybody's name. You have to present your skill. I will provide you 5 minutes. It's very easy. Only you have to use 5 basic operations for mathematics through switch case. Any doubts? I will keep that part in front of you to use the syntax. Only you have to add 2 more cases in this example, and you have to make addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and only 5 operations are there. Right now, I am giving you some statements in the lectures only. In previous lecture also, I have provided you some statements. After completion of this chapter, you have to write on the paper, or if you are having laptop, you can make it soft copy, no problem. And you have to make it PDF for these programs, and you have to send it to me via mail, or I will provide you one folder as we have used for referral registration. In same type, I will provide you one folder. In that folder, you have to upload that PDF files with your name and roll number, so I can access it and provide you some marks. Okay, at least follow at least follow today's statements. You can leave the previous statements, no problem, but from today's statements, you have to write its answers. If you are not having laptop, you can write on the paper after implementation on editor, and scan that papers and make a PDF and send in that folder. I will provide you that folder, and those who are having laptops, they can make a PDF file directly of that programs, either by using Word, or you can use Notepad, no problem. You have to copy it into Word, and you have to make a PDF with output. Okay, you have to remember that you have to write outputs for that program also, and after that make PDF and then send on that folder with your name and roll number. So this is the task for first chapter. Okay, within 2 lectures our first chapter will get completed. So from today onwards, you have to take this all these statements whatever I am giving you as an assignment in the lecture or after the lecture, and write it on your papers. Yes, anybody has completed? Hello? Anybody has completed? Manisha Basav? Manisha Basav.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Have you implemented it?
No, ma'am. No implement.
Why? Online editor is there? Yes? Hello?
Yes.
Then
Yes,
try
ma'am.
it now. Try it. Otherwise, how can you implement it? Hmm?
Okay, okay. Yes, yes.
Otherwise, you have to try it. You have to find out its answer as an output and write on one paper and send on that folder. I will provide one folder after this lecture, so it will be easy for me and you also. Okay, now we will move towards next part. Next statement is a while loop. Okay, while while loop used to iterate a part of the program for several times. If the number of iterations is not fixed, it is recommended to use while loop. Okay, so The basic difference between if, for and while loop is that whenever our iterations are not fixed, at that time we can use the while loop. That will be the better option. And one more thing, there are two loops, while loop and do while loop. While loop is called as the entry control loop. Okay, and do while loop is called as the exit control loop. Is it visible? Is it clearly visible? Hello? Okay. Now see, we are simultaneously checking two loops, while and do while. In while loop, we are providing, I will increase its font. Okay, now see. In for loop, we are using three statements in the one loop only, means initialization, condition, then increment and decrement operation. In for loop, we are providing these three parts in the same bracket, but in while, we have to first initialize, then in while bracket, we have to provide its condition, and after completion of while, we have to write whatever you want to print on the console and increment or decrement operation. And this is the syntax for while loop. And for do while loop, initialization is there, but one change is there. Either in first increment decrement operator is there, and after that your condition in the while loop is there. Okay, now see what is the difference between these two. In while loop, first we are giving the condition. If that condition is matches, then it go inside the loop. But in do while loop, after initialization, it goes inside the loop. It implement at that statement whatever we have written inside it, and after that it will check its value and then print on the console. But here is a one difference at the time of implementation. Your answer is the same, but there is a one part at the background side. Whenever we are using while loop, it first check and then go inside the loop. It means it save its memory allocation or time. But in do while, it first go inside the loop and then check its condition. It means it waits some time because it will first check and then go to while statement. That's why while loop is called as the entry control loop and do while is called as the exit control loop. So this is the main difference between while and do while, and that question will be asked for interviews or at the time of oral. So you have to use this difference. Means first it check the condition and then get inside the loop, and in do while it first go inside the loop and then check the condition. So these are the replacements or the another names for the while and do while. Then next loop is a break statement. When a break statement is encountered inside a loop, the loop is immediately terminated and the program control resumes at the next statement following the loop. It means whenever we are adding break statement in our loop, at that time your statement is breakdown and our remaining program will not execute. That program will be stopped there itself. Okay, as we have seen in previous example, I will open that. That is the for loop. Okay, in label for loop, we have checked that part. We have used the break statement. Okay, now see. In this program, we have provided break statement. Whenever we are breaking second for loop, it break remaining all the iterations and it come out of that loop. And whenever we are using continue, in that case, it will break that particular part only, means particular statement only, and it will implement remaining cases. Now check. First, I will implement break statement. Any queries regarding label for loop? If some queries are there, then tell me right now, because this is the very important for your oral as well as interviews. Labeled for loop. Okay, now see, we have provided here break for this loop. If I is equal to 2 and j is equal to 2. Whenever we will find out this case, then your loops are get continue. Okay, now see, because here we have stopped BB, but suppose we have stopped AA, then your answer will be yes. Anybody can tell me its answer? I have stopped with the help of a break AA loop. Anybody has its answer with you? We have already seen in previous lecture. Yes, anybody has its answer? You have to tell me right now. You have already implemented, some of you have already implemented. So you have to tell me its answer right now. Are you with me? I think you are only logged on here. I think some of you are hearing, otherwise remaining are only on that meeting and kept on aside. Yes, you have to give the answer. Till that time, I will not proceed further. Tejaswini. This is the answer for what? Okay. See here, I have first break here BB means second for loop. Right now I have break first for loop, that is the AA, and you have to tell me answer of this one. We have already seen answer for the breaking the statement BB. You have to tell me answer for the AA. Okay. Now see its actual answer. Now see, I have replaced here AA. I have saved this program. Now I will run it again. First that I will compile it and then run it. And see its answer. Why this answer is came? We have break first loop only. That's why after breaking it does not goes to inside loops. Okay, and in first case what we have done? We have break the second statement, means this part, this for loop. Okay, means only for that values gets and remaining values from that value, means whenever j value become as a 2 and after that 3 is there, only that part is get break down. If we are using the simple for loop and if we are using break statement, the same answer will be there as we have seen in this example. But we have used the label for loop. That's why I'm telling you that practice these statements, practice these programs, because whenever we are changing any value in this program, your total answer will get changed and it will be affect on your interviews. That's why I'm telling you these are the core part of a Java. You have to remember it at any cost. Then and then only you can design your own programs. Okay, whenever oops statements will start, we are unable to go to previous part. Okay, because in previous parts also you are having arrays, input statements, how to take inputs from the user, then strings. In that two parts are there. So you have to remember that all we cannot make repetition again and again. Part of your syllabus only they have provided for loop. They have not mentioned any values. Means you have to learn the for loop, each for loop, or level for loop. But we are taking because this is the part of a Java. You should know it. Okay. Am I audible now? Shruti. Am I audible now? Hello. Okay, I will rejoin it. Yes, Gayatri. Am I audible? Next statement, that is statement. Now check. We have
Hello,
checked
ma'am.
the example. Now am I audible? Hello. Okay. I will first present it, then we will start. Okay. Now see here. Continue statement. Whether any problem regarding previous statements or loops, or anybody has having any problem regarding voice. No issues. Now see next part. Here I have written one simple for loop. Okay, in for loop I have mentioned only 1 to 10 values, and again I have used one if loop. In that if loop I have used one condition I is equal to 5, and if that condition, hello Siddhant, please unmute your mic. Siddhant Mandale. Siddhant, let it be. Whenever that condition is satisfied, in that case only it goes inside to the loop. And in that loop, we have provided continuous statement. It means it does not print this value. It prints remaining values. Means it first print from 1 to 4. It does not print the value 5. After that, it will print remaining values up to 10. Okay. So this is the example for the continuous statement. Now you have to implement by yourself. Okay. Now I have shown you the implementation of break statement for level for loop. So use this simple program only and implement on your editor. And you have to share your screen right now. Otherwise, you will take it same as a break and continue statements are having the same value, but this is not the case. So you have to implement it and you have to show me its answer. Yes, anybody has implemented? Share your screen. I will stop my sharing and you have to share it. Swarali,
Yes, ma'am.
have you implemented?
Yes.
Can you share your screen?
मॅम काहीच दिसत नाहीये स्क्रीनवर.
काय म्हणते?
दिसत नाहीये स्क्रीन.
नाही, मी आता माझी घेतलेलीच नाहीये. Is it visible?
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Okay, implement it and share your screen. Pizza, have you completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you share it?
Okay.
I will stop my presentation when.
Okay.
Yes, you can share. Yes. Okay, as per continuous statement, only that part is get not implemented. Means whenever you will satisfy that condition, I is equal to 5, and in that I have provided continuous statement. Okay, so only that statement is not printed. Remaining values will get printed on your console window. Okay, all of you understood it? So you have to remember the difference between break and continuous statement. Okay, so we will move towards the next part. So next one is how to take input from the user. This is the very important part. Okay. Up till now we have taken input through the program only. Right now we are going to take input from the user. For output purpose, we have used these two methods up till now. One is the print method and another one is the println method in the first lecture only. Okay. Whenever we are using simple print method for printing the output, it prints strings inside the quotes, whatever we have written over here, and it prints in the same line only. It does not goes to next line. And whenever you are using println, in that case, it will print the values which we have written in that loop, and that values are get printed in the next line. This is the difference between print and println. And we are using printer in the C and C2. Okay, so this one will be same as these two. Okay, so next important part is the input. How to take input from the user. Whenever we want to take input from the user, we have to add one scanner class. Means you have to import the package java.util.scanner. In that, Java is the main package, util is the sub package, and scanner is the class. Through that class, we are accessing the methods which will take inputs from the user. There are different methods are available for take the inputs from the user, because we are taking in the form of different data types. It may be integer, it may be double, it may be float or string likewise. Okay, so we have to use some methods to get values from the user in given or in required data format. Okay, so see, I will move towards the example so you can understand how to take the values from the user. Now see, this is your first program to take values from the user. I have imported here one package as we have seen in that slide, that is java.util.scanner. In that, whenever you are importing any packages from Java, in that your first letter of a class should be capital. Okay, otherwise it will generate error, because all the internal classes has having the name which start with uppercase. Okay, so you have to follow this rule, and this is the importing package. Now see, I will implement it. Before that, understand it how we are taking values from the user. This is the main loop. Inside that, we have created object of the scanner class. Okay, you can give any name because we are creating here object. You have to create object for the scanner class, and in that we have to write one method, that is system dot. Yes, am I audible? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now see, I have provided here system.in to take values from the user. And here, this is the simple print statement, because we know we have to take values from the user, so user should know what we are writing over there. That's why I have written here one simple statement, enter an integer. Then I want to take integer value from the user. That's why I have created one variable which is integer one, and object of that scanner class dot next in. This is the method to take values from the user in the format of an integer, next int. Okay, so whenever value we will write value on the console, it will take the value as a form of a integer. Okay, and this is the only for printing purpose, and we will close that object. Input is the object, we will close it. Now see how we are going to take it. First we will compile it and then run it. Now see, enter the integer. Here we will enter our value and check. This is your value as we have entered. Now see, suppose I have entered here value as a double. What will happen? Check. Okay. So here it will generate error because we have used here next int method. So it is take integer values only. It will does not take any double or float values. Okay, as we have entered here double, it will not take as a integer. Okay, have you understood? So we will see remaining methods also. Here we have seen only one method, next integer related to data type integer. Any queries regarding this one? Because this is the main part of your Java.
No queries, ma'am.
Shall we move towards next part?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we will see one more example which are having different methods like a float, double, and how to take string values from the user. Now see, in this example we will see float values, double values, and next value. Means you have to take string values from the user. Now suppose I want to take floating values from the user, I will use next float method. We have to follow the same process. First import the scanner class in your program, then make the object of it. After that provide system.in, so it will able to understand we have to take input from the user. Then make it one variable. After that, by using object, you have to take the values from the user in the format of a float. Okay, now we will provide here float values only. Then in same fashion, I have created another variable of double, and here use the method next double to take the double values. And third one is the string values. Whenever we want to take the string values, then you have to use here next. Okay, means simple next method. It will take the string values. Now see here, there is a one concept. If you want to take simple one word, then next is the applicable. But whenever you want to take a statement, in that case, so you have to take it as a homework, and you have to tell me how to take simple one word and how to take a complete sentence in your program as an input. Okay, so note it down. You have to find out the difference between the methods which will take a simple word as an input and a complete statement as an input. According to that, you have to mention your answer with the one help of a program. Okay, so this is the one homework for you. If you are not find out its answer, I will tell its answer in the next lecture. Okay, now we will run it. So today I have provided you 2 statements up till now. Okay, first we will provide floating value, then double value, Okay, and next one is a string. Suppose I have provided here some values. Okay, now see, this is the one word. Now suppose I have provided here one statement. Check what will happen. Now here I will provide float value as a one integer value. Check. It will generate here 0. It means it will show you the float value only. We will do same for the double value. Okay, check it. Here for float also they have provided floating point value, and double also they have added floating point value. Now see, I have provided here as a word format. Now see what will happen. It will take the only part for a first one. It cannot fetch the blank space. That's why it does not goes to remaining words. So you have to consider this statement as an input. Suppose I have provided hello TYB. Okay, this is the one like a format of a statement. So you have to take that as an input and you have to print on the console. So this is your task. Okay, here it will take only word with the help of a next method. So you have to find out such a method which take a complete statement and which will print on your console. Okay, so in next lecture you have to tell me this answer. And you have to add these two statements in your assignment also. First one is regarding switch loop, and second one is regarding this statement. Means you have to take input from the user as a one statement. Any queries? Any queries? Anybody want to try it now?
Yes, ma'am. Wait for 5 minutes. I will run it.
Okay, till now I will take presenting. Roll number 1.
Present,
Start
ma'am.
calling roll number. Okay. Roll number 2,
Present, ma'am.
3. Roll number 3. Roll number 4,
Present, ma'am.
5,
Present, ma'am.
6,
Present, ma'am.
7,
Present, ma'am.
8,
Present, ma'am.
9,
Present, ma'am.
10. Roll number 10, 11,
Present, ma'am.
12,
Present, ma'am.
13,
Present, ma'am.
14. Roll number 14, 1 4. 15. Roll number 15, 1 5. 16,
Present, ma'am.
17,
Present, ma'am.
18. Roll
Present,
number
ma'am.
18, 19.
Present, ma'am.
Manisha. Hello, Manisha. Hello.
हाँ मैम ए थांब क्या ग हाँ
Roll number 18
Yes,
or
ma'am.
19? Hello.
18
Manisha. Then why you have given roll number 19
18
present?
18
Okay.
not
20.
number 3
I know it, but why are you not given presenting? Anuradha. Anuradha. Roll number 20. 21.
yes madam
21.
present
22.
Present, ma'am.
23.
present ma'am
24. Roll number 24. 25. 25.
present ma'am
Present, ma'am.
Okay. 26,
Present, ma'am.
27,
Present, ma'am.
28, roll number 28, 29, कधी पडेल काय आता ऍडमिट व्हायला प्रेझेंटिंग व्हायला घेत नसते मी आता 29, 30,
Present, ma'am.
31, 31, 32, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 39, 40, 41, 41, 42,
42 present, ma'am.
okay, 43,
Yes, ma'am.
44, 44, 45,
Yes, madam.
45,
Yes, madam.
हाँ, 46,
Yes, madam.
47, 48, roll number 48, 49,
Present, ma'am.
50,
Present, ma'am.
51,
Present, ma'am.
52, 53,
Present, ma'am.
54, 54, 55, 56,
Present, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Shubham, what is your
हाँ, ma'am.
number?
56.
Okay, and 55? 55,
Yes, madam.
okay, 57,
Yes, madam.
58, 59, 59, 60, roll number 60, 61,
Yes, ma'am.
62,
Yes, ma'am.
3, 63, 64, 65, 66,
Present, ma'am.
67,
Present, ma'am.
68, 68, Chaitanya?
No, 69, ma'am.
Okay.
69
70.
present.
Roll number 70.
Present.
Okay. Anybody has joined in between this? See, absent roll numbers. Gayatri, have you got this roll number from Kadam madam? Gayatri, can you unmute your mic? Okay. Fiza, have you completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you show it? 1 minute, I will stop my presenting. Okay, show it. Yes, Swarali? Hello, Fiza. Fiza, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, implement it. Can you able to take complete sentence in your program?
What, ma'am?
You have to take input as a one complete statement. Okay.
Means you tell me statement. I just taken only the integer and one kind of string and float variable.
Okay. Now you have to take one input statement as hello pyb. Okay.
Okay.
So write
1 minute, ma'am. Mm,
so everybody has go to the notes. I will provide you after completion of this part. So you have to use that notes and whatever I have told you statements for implementation. You have to implement it.
okay. Okay. Sorry. 1 minute, ma'am.
Yes, no problem.
Okay.
First you run it and then tell me.
My command prompt is visible to you.
No.
Ah?
Share your entire window, not that particular
Okay.
window. Only your shared notepad.
Okay. Wait. Okay. Ma'am,
Yes.
hello TY student, you have to take array for it, na? Array of string. So
Yes.
it's only displaying hello.
Okay. Have you understood difference between taking word from the user and the statement from the user?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Can I stop sharing the screen?
Yes, yes, no problem. So all of you have to write program for this same, and you have to scan it and upload in that folder. I will provide that folder after this lecture. So this will be considered as your assignment, and according to that, you will be having some marks for that assignment. Total 8 chapters are there, so total 8 assignments are there. Okay, so togetherly at the end of your chapter, you have to upload on your folder. So we will move towards the next part. Next part is about array. So after completion of array, your basics of a Java is get over. Pizza, can you mute your mic? Now next part is a array. Array is nothing but the collection of a similar data types values. Okay. So it have a contiguous memory allocation with it. Java array is an object which contains element of a similar data type. Okay. That's why whenever we are creating array, we are using one variable as an object. The element of an array are stored in a contiguous memory location. It is a one type of a data structure. We store the elements having same data type, and it is a fixed set of elements. In Java also, it is divided into two parts: single dimensional array and multi-dimensional array. We will see one by one how to declare it. First one is a single dimension array. There are three ways to declare it. First one, you can declare it as like this, means your data type, then opening and closing squared brackets and your name of array. Then second one is you have to write first data type, then give the space and provide this square bracket at the starting of your variable name, or you can write after the variable name. So these three ways are allowed in the Java. So you can use any one of this and you can design your array. Then there is one another, that is the instantaneous of an array in Java. I will increase its font.
Ma'am, sorry for interruption, but your screen is not visible.
Okay. Is it visible now?
Yes, now it is.
Okay. Shall I repeat it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Array is the collection of similar type of a data type. Okay. So it allocates a contiguous memory allocation, contiguous memory, and it has a data structure where we can store similar elements. Okay. This is the main points of a array. As we have seen in C and CPP, there are two types of a data array. First one is a single dimensional and second one is a multi-dimensional. So first we will see syntax for this single dimensional array. How to declare single dimensional array. There are three ways to declare single dimensional array in Java. First one is data type. After that you have to write opening and closing squared bracket, then one space is there and your variable name. Another way is data type, then space, and see here one space is there, then opening and closing square bracket and variable name. Otherwise you can write the square bracket after the variable name. So these are the three ways to declare the array. Then there is one instantaneous of an array in Java. Okay. So how to declare it instantaneously? You can directly write a variable name is equal to whatever your data type is there and size of that particular data, that variable there. So you can use this format also. But before practicing, you should use these simple parts only. Whenever you will have number of times implementation of this type of arrays, then you can go to this part. Okay. Otherwise, you are unable to find out its error. So first use simple declaration part only, and whenever you will find out you are able to do it, then you can move towards the instantaneous part. Okay. So first we will see its one example, then we will move towards the anonymous array. Okay. Whether my screen is clearly visible, so I can open these programs. Is it visible? You can mention in the chat box so I can start its explanation. Okay. Now see, this is my program. Okay, in that program I have written one declaration part of an array, that is, this is the data type, then here space is there, whatever variable name, here I have used simple a as my variable name and square bracket, and I have declared its size, means it contains only 5 values. I have declared here one by one. You can declare with the help of a for loop also, but we will see one by one. Here for first location I have provided value as a 10, then for first means it is the second location I have provided 20, and likewise I have provided total 5 values from 0 to 4th location, and after that I will print on the console by using for loop. You can use each for loop also, because we are printing all the values from 0 to 4. Okay, so this is the first loop, first for loop. Through that we are printing on the console as we have using it in C and CPP. See here, I have mentioned here I is equal to 0. It means it start with first value. I less than, I have not written here equal to, because we are not taking empty value over here. We are taking only those values which are present in the array. That's why I have written here less than. Then a dot length means it will first take length of this array, and according to that it will arrange, or it will find out its total length of that array. So it will count from 0 to that particular length of array. Here length of array is 5, means it will track up to 4 only. Suppose I have written here 3. It will take only 3 values, means first, second and third. Okay. It will take only these 3 values. So to avoid this part, we have taken length, so it will count all the values and it will display all the values on the console. So I will run it. Now see, I have changed my folder. My folder is now in arrays. So we have to change folder in the command prompt also. Now my folder name is array. I will move towards that folder. Then I will again set the path, because we are setting here temporary path. Now I will compile my program. Okay, so it has printed all the values. Now see, suppose I have written here as a only 3, then check what we have. Again we have to compile it and then run it. Now see, it has taken only 3 values. That one is the 10, 20 and 30. So according to that your values are get changed. Okay. Any queries in this first program? Whether you want to take down this, so I can wait for 2 minutes. Yes, whether you want to take down this. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I will wait for 2 minutes. You can take it. Have you written?
Yes, ma'am, it is completed.
Yes, all of you? Yes, Omkar, have you written? Omkar Kade? Omkar? Omkar Kade? Hello? Okay, I will start next part. Anonymous array in Java. Now see what is meant by anonymous. It is one feature of an array. Whenever we are going to declare anonymous array, don't need to declare the array while parsing the array to the method. Okay. Whenever we are creating array via method, that part is called as the anonymous array. Now see what is the anonymous array through example. We will see two more examples based on the single dimensional array. Before that, we will cover anonymous array. Now see, I have declared here one anonymous array. See, I have written one method, which is the static one, having print array. I have written here static method. That's why there is no necessity to create its object. Suppose I have written here simple void print array. In that case, you have to design its object and then you have to access this method in your program. But I have written here static. That's why there is no necessity to create object of that method. I have used here one method named print array. In that, I have provided one array as a parameter. So this part is called as the anonymous array. Okay, so this part of a declaration is called as the anonymous array. Then here simple for loop is there, as we have seen in the first example of a array. I have taken complete values up to that total length of that array and only simple printing of this array. Now check. We have written here only representation of that array, but we have not passed any values in this method. So we are taking these values from the main method. You can take from the user also by using input means system.io. With the help of that package, you can take values from the user also, no problem. Okay, we have to take in the as an assignment only, but we will cover that part after this one. Okay, how to take values of an array from user. Now see, total 4 values I have provided over here. That values are stored in this array, and again that array goes to method print array and then it will print it. Okay, this is the process. Why we are using anonymous array part? Because suppose our program having multiple arrays. In that case, and printing is also there for that multiple arrays. To avoid repetition of this same loop, we can use this method, and through this method we can implement that part. It will save your time as well as it will save the memory of computer. That's why we are using concept of anonymous array. Okay, now I will run it. Okay, whatever we have provided values through this array that are get printed over here. Any queries regarding anonymous array? No queries? Take down this part and you have to try it without static keyword. Means you have to create object of a print array method. Sorry, object of a your class, and you have to access it this method in your program. before that you should implement this program only as your assignment. Okay, whenever you will submit me assignment, you have to write this program also, but you have to take here values as a double. I have provided here integer values, you have to take it as a double.
Ma'am, can you provide the list on our official group
Yes, no
for
problem.
assignment of the program? Then we can easily.
Okay, I will provide it, no problem. Okay, so take down this program so we can move towards remaining declaration of a single dimensional array. When our first chapter will complete, we will take one test. It may be of 10 or 15 marks. It is objective objective test. So you have to appear in the lecture only. I will provide that link in the lecture only. And this link is available for that particular 2 hours only. After that, that link is not available. Should I proceed? Okay. So we will take one more example of a single dimensional array. See, as we have seen this anonymous array, we have declared here values of an array in the braces. Okay, so this one is the one part of a declaration of a single dimensional array. You can provide one by one, or this will be the best option if you know the size of that array. Okay, so this is the one part. Then another one is, see, this is the multi-dimensional array. First we will complete single dimensional and we will move towards that part. Okay, then multi-dimensional array. In multi-dimensional array, again there is a different types of a declaration of that multi-dimensional array. For single dimensional, 3 ways are there, and for multi-dimensional, 4 ways are there. First one is this one, that is, we are providing square brackets at the end of data type, and after that we are declaring the variable name. Or you can add space and then provide brackets. And another one is this one, you are using in C and CPP, same way. And another one is this one. So follow either one of these 4. Don't follow all this one, otherwise it will confuse you. So follow this one. All these 4 ways are allowed for the declaration of multi-dimensional array. Then see, this is the one example of a declaration, and here I have provided size of that array. So it is the array of 3 by 3, means it like a one matrix 3 by 3. Okay. Then another one is, you can provide the values to the array after declaration, means this is the declaration of array of matrix 3 by 3, and this will be one value at location 0, 0. This is the value at location 0, 1, means 0th row and first column. Sorry, 0th column and first row. Okay, then 0th column, second row. In this fashion, it will generate matrix of a 3 by 3 having values 1 to 9. It means in first row it is having 3 values 1, 2, 3. In second row it is having 4, 5, 6, and in the third row it's have 7, 8, 9. Okay. So for that we will see one example. So it will be very easy to find out because you have already implemented multi-dimensional array in C and CPP. So see, I have provided here the array which is the multi-dimensional having values 3 by 3 because now see how to declare 2 by 2, 3 by 3 in the format of a Java. We have provided here first three values. These are the values of a first row. Then these are the values of a second row and these are the values of a third row. In between that I have provided comma. It means it goes to second row. Again it goes to third row likewise. And simple for loop is there. I for these three rows and J for columns. Now see how it will get implemented. Now see, first three on the first row, second three on the second row, and last three on the last row. Okay, so this is the 3 by 3 matrix, means this is the multi-dimensional array of size 3 by 3. Okay, so this is very simple example of multi-dimensional array. So you can follow either this process or you can declare one by one like this. But better option is that you have to use this one. This will save your time as well as memory. Okay. So take down this part. So we will move towards the jagged array. After completion of jagged array, your first part of a first chapter is get completed, means basics of a Java. Okay, now we will move towards the next part, that is the jagged array. Okay, jagged array is nothing but we are creating odd number of columns in a two-dimensional array. It is known as the jagged array. Right now we have seen the example of an array having 3 by 3 matrix, but all these nine values are get filled over here. But there is a one case. If suppose I have provided only two values in the first row and remaining two rows having three values, then this is nothing but the one part of a jagged array. So you have to implement it through Java. Now see how we can implement it. This is the one part which will be helpful for creating some applications. Now see how we are creating jagged array. First one, as said, we have declared here multi-dimensional array. Now see, I have fixed here rows of that particular array, but I have not mentioned here columns of that array because we don't know, it may be even or it may be odd columns. Means all these three rows may have different size of columns. That's why I have not provided here. Now see how we are declaring that size of that particular array. We want to implement in the format of a, see here, I will provide you one format how we are going to declare it. First one, suppose I have provided here values as a, I will declare here one values as a 2 and 3 in the first row. Okay, now see here size of that particular columns is a 3. So we will declare here total 3 values. Then array of a 1 means second row. In second row size of a column is a 4. It means 4 values are there. Suppose and this. Okay, so this is the first array having value as a Am I audible? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, now see. First row.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Hello. What happened? Hello. Okay, I will continue. I have declared here one two-dimensional array having row size as a 3. I have not declared here column size because we are going to see what is meant by jagged array. Now see, in first row, 3 columns are there like this. In second row, 4 columns are there like this. And in third row, 2 columns are there. Now see, I will write here as a, okay. So this structure is called as a jagged array. Right now we have provided through loop of a for loop, okay, by using for loop. Now see its output. How will get generate output through this for loop? I have provided here one counter. Then length of array. It will take length of this. It means it will take it as a 3. We are taking size as a 3. Then this will take size of these columns, means array of I, means array of that particular row and its length. Now suppose the first row is there, then its length is a 3. Then second row is there, its length is a 4. And third row is there, its length is a 2. So you have to remember this logic. Okay, after practicing you will remember it, but still that you have to remember it. Then and then only you can implement jagged array. It is a very simple concept because you know how to implement multi-dimensional array. Okay, then we are printing in the same fashion. So 2 loops are required. First one is for the initialization and second one is for the printing. Now see how will we get printed. Okay, understood? We have provided here for loop, so it will count from 0 because we have provided here counter. Size of a first row is 3, that's why first 0 to 2 values. Size of a second row is 4, it means 4 columns are there, and it will uses counter, that's why it will start from 3 onwards, and same for the remaining rows. Okay, any queries regarding jagged array? Yes, any queries regarding jagged array?
Ma'am, can you explain once again?
Okay. From which part or only for jagged array?
First of all, you in short tell the concept, then we means move towards
What do you
the.
mean by jagged array? Okay, I will repeat again jagged array. Jagged array is nothing but two-dimensional array in that we are able to fix the size of the rows, but there is a having columns with odd numbers. It may happen your column may be of 2, 3 or 4. Now see, normal two-dimensional array. Okay, I will write first normal two-dimensional array of 3 by 3. Okay, so this is the normal three-dimensional array. Sorry, two-dimensional array. And whenever we are writing jagged array, in that case, I can change my values of these columns. Okay, in jagged array, rows are fixed. Means rows, whatever we are declaring in our program is the fixed one. But we can change the length of that particular columns. We can write here 2 values in this row, 3 values in this row, or 4 values or more than that. Now see, I will take same values in the format of a jagged array. Okay, now see, I am writing here jagged array. In first row, I have written 3 columns. Okay, in second row, suppose I have written 2 columns only. In third row, I have written 5 columns. Okay, so declaration of such a type of a matrix is called as the jagged array. Means there is an odd number of columns. Odd means all these row having different sizes of columns. First row uses size as a 3, second row uses 2, and third row uses as a 5. It means column size is not fixed. Whatever we are declaring row size, that part is the only fixed one. Okay, have you cleared? Whenever we are declaring simple two-dimensional array, in that your row and column size is fixed. But whenever we are implementing jagged array, only row size is fixed, but column size may vary. You can take as per your requirement. You may take 2, 5, 7, 9 likewise. Okay? Any queries?
Okay.
Yes, Rachel?
No query, ma'am. Now it is understood.
Okay, okay. So you have to do one part for this jagged array. I will provide a statement also. You have to take different values. Like for first array, you have to store, in first array, you have to store 3 names of a fruit. In second array, means second row, you have to store 4 names of a flowers. And in third array, means third row, you have to write 2 names of a vegetables. Okay, have you understood what I have told? I will write it statement also, no problem. I will give you this part, only you have to implement it. फर्स्ट मध्ये तुम्हाला काय करायचं आहे, 3 फ्रुट्सची नावं लिहायची आहेत. सेकंड रो ला 4 फ्लॉवर्सची नावं लिहायची आहे. अँड थर्ड रो ला 2 व्हेजिटेबल्सची नावं लिहायची. ओके, जॅग्ड अरे साठी हे इम्प्लिमेंटेशन असेल. Okay, so next part is, these are the 2 statements that you have to implement. Multiplication of 2 arrays means 2-dimensional array, and find largest number in the array. I will show its examples right now. Still you have to implement it by your own. Now see, multiplication of arrays. I have provided here 2 arrays. First one is A and B having same size, 3 by 3. Okay, you can take as per your convenience. Okay, only you have to make multiplication of 2-dimensional array. Now see, this is the third array which we are used to store this multiplication. That's why we have declared it. And now addition is very easy. You can write directly A plus B and it will be stored in the C. But whenever you are going to see multiplication, in that case, you have to take combination of first row of first array and first column of a second array, and you have to multiply it and you have to add all these elements. Means first one is this one to these values, as you are doing in matrix multiplication. Okay, only you have to use that logic. First we will declare it as a 0 because we have not stored any values in this third 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, then I have used here assignment operator as we have seen in operators part. Okay, this is meaning is nothing but C of ij is equal to C of ij plus A of ij into B of kj. Understood? It means I have taken here one for loop for finding out the location of that particular column and rows. How we are tracking that location? See, first I have taken for loop of I and j, means to tracking these values of the first matrix, that is A, and tracking the values of a second matrix B. That's why we have used here 1 and this one is the second for loop for tracking purpose. In that for loop only we are going to take one variable as a k to track the values. Now see, I will write here one matrix so you will be able to understand what I am telling. Now my first matrix is what? 1 1 1, 2 2 2 and 3 3 3. And second matrix is again same one. Okay, this is my second matrix. Means multiplication will happen in the format of this one into this one, then plus this one into this one, plus this value into this value. Okay, first row and first column and addition of this value. So find out this track we are using here for loop of k. Whenever k value is 0, it will be here, then C of ij. So you have to assume it, okay, or you can do it on your paper. Okay, ह्याचं जे काही तुम्हाला डिस्क्रिप्शन लागतंय ते तुम्ही 1 by 1 आय आणि के ट्रॅक करू शकता. जर कुठं प्रॉब्लेम आला तर विचारा. Okay, so this is the logic for multiplication. And after that we have to print it. Only you have to keep it in mind that you have to use this for loop for multiplication of a two matrix. Already you have done in the C and CPP, so you know it. Only you have to do it in the format of a Java. And second statement is find largest number in an array. Okay, this is the one more statement. Means you can take single dimensional array or you can take multi-dimensional array, and in that you have to find out one largest number. Only one, not a second one or third one like that. Try to implement this one, then I will provide you next statements. Any queries regarding today's lecture? Yes? Any queries are there? No
No,
queries?
ma'am. No.
Shall we stop over here?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
What happened, Fiza?